Los Ilas. A House of Representatives employee who tested positive for COVID-19 has died. PBA Party List Representative Coco Nograles says the staffer from the House's printing service passed away this morning. House Secretary General Jose Montales earlier said the staffer has no history of travel to any country with confirmed COVID-19 cases, but adds the employee has been in and out of the hospital last year for various ailments. Montales also said all personnel of the printing service are now on self-quarantine. The Health Department has yet to release the latest number of deaths from COVID-19 today. But as of last night, the department has recorded 8 deaths, with a number of infections at 111. Today is the first day of community quarantine in Metro Manila. The measure aims to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Among the restrictions now in place are restrictions to land travel to and from Metro Manila, but with some exceptions. Let's check the situation on the ground with our Paulo Barcelon joining us from Muntinlupa. Paulo.
Well, Joyce, we are 10 hours into the implementation of community quarantine measures here in Metro Manila. In the southern part of the quarantined metropolis, police have also set up checkpoints. We are currently here at the Susana Heights exit in Muntinlupa City. As you can see right behind me, there's a sizable buildup of vehicles either entering Muntinlupa or leaving the city. That's because police are keeping tight watch here. They're conducting temperature checks on drivers and passengers alike. Now, the same situation can be said in checkpoints in Parañaque and Las Piñas, where we went earlier this morning. In Parañaque, we saw policemen advising bus drivers and passengers of the guidelines set by the Transportation Department, such as keeping the bus capacity to a maximum of 25, including the driver and conductor, as well as social distancing guidelines, which is 1 seat apart for every passenger. In Las Piñas, meanwhile, we saw mostly vans carrying workers being scanned, BPO workers being scanned for their temperature. In all checkpoints, Joyce, ambulances are on standby to promptly bring to the hospital people who exhibit coronavirus symptoms. So if you're a resident of the South, or if you have work, or if you live here, we do advise that you plan your trips ahead and pack a whole lot more patience, as these travel restrictions are now really affecting traffic at checkpoints. Joyce?
Paulo, what are motorists saying now about how authorities are enforcing these travel restrictions?
Well, Joyce, a majority of those who we talk to are either drivers of public utility vehicles and private vehicles. So most of the apprehensions or complaints are coming from the bus drivers. Firstly, because they have limited limited number of passengers to carry. Some of them are worried that they won't be able to make it or to make their day's income. Now, in terms of the private motorists, we have heard a few complaints. Some of them are cooperative with authorities and are voluntarily submitting themselves for temperature scanning. Joyce?
Thanks, Paulo, and stay safe. Paulo Barcelon there reporting from Muntinlupa. We can't emphasize it enough. Good personal hygiene is our best defense against the novel coronavirus. We encourage everyone to please wash your hands at least 20 seconds at a time with soap and water. Do it often and thoroughly. Rub your hands vigorously, because when you do that, you're physically dislodging those germs from your skin. Rinse your hands well, and then dry your hands properly after. Germs love moisture. In instances when you are unable to wash your hands, use alcohol-based hand sanitizers or 70% isopropyl alcohol. Carry one with you wherever you go. Clean hands save lives. We continue to monitor the latest developments as authorities enforce the